Welcome back to Rich for Purpose. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the company Lemonade, ticker symbol LMND. Basically, Lemonade had two events this week that brought the stock price down. I initially made a video 2 weeks ago when the stock price was at 107. It ran up to 188 and now it's sitting around 156, 157. What I wanted to get into was what happened Monday first. Monday, Lemonade announced that they're going to be doing an offering for 3 million new shares of common stock in a secondary offering, which is going to raise them an additional $529 million for the company. Now, on that news, Lemonade dropped 9%, and then they ended up going positive and then ending the day down a little bit. And that wasn't that much. That wasn't too bad. You could stomach that. A 5% dilution of the company. Long-term investors figured, hey, it's good for the company to raise cash. I honestly didn't see it coming with the amount of debt that they have. I didn't think they would need to do that. But in their view, they could use that money to roll out their goals a lot faster, which is good news, right? But today, Citron Research Group put out a tweet, and it says, Citron acknowledges a tough year for shorts, but this lemonade is something special. Join us for our first live Twitter tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. as we explain to all new shareholders what they own. Been a long time since we ripped management a new one. This goes right back to 100, right? When I first seen this move, I was wondering what was going on. I checked the news and I seen that tweet. Now, at first it made me think. I had to question everything and think about all this. And when it comes down to when they say we're gonna let new investors know what they own, I've done extensive research on this company. I know exactly what I own here. I know what I own. So for them to say that, it's like, is there really that many investors out there that don't know what they own? And if they do, they probably don't have a big position in the company. And if they do have a big position in the company and they don't know what they own, then they're gonna get shooken out at some point anyway. At first downturn, they're gonna get shooken out. So to me, this is not a big deal. Now, let's get into why the share offering is not a big deal. Because to me, that news is bigger than that tweet. But basically, by diluting the shares by 5.3%, they're going to raise $529 million. Now, if they wanted to raise that $529 million on IPO day, they would have had to issue 18.2 million new shares, and that would dilute it by more than 32%. So the value proposition for their offering right now is very good for where they're at. They're a growing company. They could use this to roll out their goals even faster and even better. And basically, in a nutshell, it says that Lemonade's higher share price has made it possible to raise the capital necessary to pursue management's vision of a massively disruptive insurance company without nearly as much dilution of the stock that would have occurred just months ago. You could even argue that it would be a questionable choice for Lemonade to not raise capital at this current level. So, and that I got that from Molly Fool, along with the closing statement that I'm going to say. So, let's look at the fundamentals of the company. Did anything change these last couple of days? Their cash to debt is still the same, so they still have zero debt and a lot of cash. Their revenue still grew over the last 3 years by quite a bit. Their earnings still grew by quite a bit over the last 3 years. So there's nothing to worry about here, in my opinion. And these events that took place just give you another buying opportunity. And I hope that Citron is right about this company going to $100 a share, because then I'll get more bang for my buck. And every time I add to my position until I reach my target invested amount, I'll be getting more for my money. So hopefully they're right and this does go to $100. but my closing statement, and I got this from Molly Fool, it says investors need to be prepared for significant share price volatility as well. Lemonade has been public for less than a year, but already its stock has seen massive swings in both directions. We expect long-term rewards, but you'll need to have a strong stomach along the way. And that's true. So how I'm going to approach this is with each day like this, I'm in the red, I'm going to be adding to my position. And my thesis and my expected return, or my goal profits in this, is still the same. I still think they're going to be over $1,000 a share in the next 5 to 10 years. So none of that changes with the share offering. I still think it's going to hit that target. So I'm staying in this one. I'm still a long-term investor. I'm still going to be adding to it. So we could take this as good news. If something changed in the company fundamentally, then I would make a video saying, uh-oh, the CEO quit, or he, whatever, got a golden parachute and he's gone, or management changed this, or they're no longer going to look into autos, or they're no longer going to offer life insurance, or whatever changed in the company. But none of that changed. This is a good thing. This is good news for us long-term shareholders. So this one's a good one to keep hanging on to, keep adding to your position, and I'm going to be doing that. So thank you guys for watching the video. Please give this one a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Have a good one, and God bless.